Let's talk about mind reading as a therapist and a fellow human who is looking for clear communication to skip the mind reading and really get to what is actually the case. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Megan. I'm a trauma therapist here in Tampa, Florida, and I work with clients utilizing EMDR, neurofeedback, inner child work, hypnosis, and attachment work. So, mind reading is considered a cognitive distortion. It comes from CBT therapy. It can be used in other, modalities as well. But essentially, mind reading is when that we are having a need, an emotion, wanting somebody to read that and assume that they know what we're looking for. So whether that is, if you saw my previous video in a therapy session, right? Looking for a therapist to know that you're wanting them to help you solve something right now. You're wanting them to give you a coping skill, or you're wanting them to just listen and they're giving you solutions and coping skills and things like that. They're humans too and don't have that ability. Same thing in relationships. We can look for attunement where we are noticing the people in our lives and noticing how, you made a face about that. Did that seem to bother you? Right? That's attunement. We're noticing somebody's response and how they might be feeling as a result of it. And by asking upon it, then we get the chance for them to clarify and say, yeah, maybe that did bother me. Maybe that was really upsetting. Whereas mind reading is like, I saw they made a face. So obviously they were disgusted with what I said. When in reality, another thought might have popped up in their head, and they might have been thinking something else. They might have realized, I forgot that in my car and I need to go get it. Oh, I'm sick to my stomach. Multiple things. So when we are wanting somebody in a relationship to read our mind, we are not giving them a fair chance at being able to communicate our needs and our emotions and what we are looking for. When we've communicated this repeatedly and somebody may not follow through, that is different. But overall, on a day-to-day basis, it's much clearer when we communicate those things directly without the guesswork. And then everybody feels better.